Hello folks, and welcome to Safely Snorting Bitcoin. In this video, I want to talk about the simple fact that you need to get your Bitcoin off of the exchange on which it is sitting, the importance of self-custodying your crypto using something like a hardware wallet. Folks, in my experience, I've been in Bitcoin for about 4 years. And from my experience, a lot of people like myself put in a couple thousand bucks, and time goes by, and before they know it, it sits on the exchange. They're not too worried about it. It's not worth that much money, and before they know it, it is suddenly a target for major pain. And exchanges get hacked. It is a simple fact that less than 10% of the Bitcoin supply now sits on exchanges. Exchanges crash. It's very possible we could see the long predicted supply shock that could send Bitcoin parabolic, into the six figures, and exchanges will likely not be able to keep up. And it is going to be really important that you are the one with the private keys to move your Bitcoin independent of all of that chaos. Now, I am not affiliated with any hardware wallet companies. I'm only going to mention two that I'm familiar with and I know are fairly trustworthy, and that would be Ledger and Trezor. Look them up, do your research. You do your research on which hardware wallet to use, which one you would be most comfortable with. But I will say this about hardware wallets: they are extremely important. This is a form of cold storage. You may hear people talking about that. But essentially, the hardware wallet looks like a USB flash drive, but it is incapable of connecting to the internet. And on that device, once you send your Bitcoin to the address of that device is then the only place that the private keys to move that Bitcoin are stored. And once it's on there, that you are in full custody of your Satoshis, of your Bitcoin, depending on how much you own. If it's more than a whole coin, then you're in control of your Bitcoin. And it's really important, if you're doing this for the first time, setting up your hardware wallet solution for the first time, that you take your time, you send very small amount to begin with to make sure you know what you're doing. And there's going to be things that you need to make sure that you do correctly, like store your backup seed phrase, which is I believe now it's a 12-word phrase that you write down, just 12 words. And this is the backup for if your actual device is destroyed or lost. You can use the seed phrase to reconstitute your wallet and recover your funds. This is a very apt thing to bring up about one of the most powerful things about Bitcoin. We see now on the world stage the terror that an authoritarian, autocratic regime can have on its people, and how government overreach, even in peaceful countries, can get completely out of control. And it's really powerful that that Bitcoin can essentially, if the stormtroopers come at any point, or if you become a target of some type of attack, any attack on your Bitcoin holdings, you can simply take your hardware wallet and stomp on it and break it into 1,000 small tiny pieces. And as long as you have memorized your 12-word seed phrase, the only place in the universe that your Bitcoin exists at that point, effectively, is in your head. And the only way it can be gotten at is through torture. Bitcoin is all about property rights. This is one of the things that sets it apart from all of the altcoins and all of the scam shit coins out there in crypto land, in which your rights as a user can be subverted at the whim of a few. which is very, very reminiscent of the current fiat dollar system that we operate under. So look into getting a hardware wallet if you haven't done so yet. Even if you don't own very much Bitcoin, you still own more than you realize, because like everyone else who's ever gotten into Bitcoin, you feel like you're late when you're not. So again, even if you have a small amount, look into self-custody solutions like a hardware wallet. That's the thing that I recommend. Folks, like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I'm giving away Bitcoin here on the channel via the Lightning Network. The first prize is 5,000 Satoshis. All we need is 10 entries. Follow me on Twitter. It's at Bitcoin Safely. And every time you leave a comment on one of my videos with your Twitter handle, that is an entry. You are then entered into the upcoming giveaway. And make sure that you have tips enabled on your Twitter account and you have a Bitcoin wallet linked to it so that I can send you the prize. 5,000 Satoshis up for grabs. It's super early. Go ahead and enter. Okay. Folks, that is all for this one. I'll be back at you soon with more content. And this is Safely Snorting Bitcoin signing off.